Hello and welcome. We begin with the latest from the United States, where within hours of his inauguration as president, Donald Trump wasted no time in implementing several of his campaign pledges. On the first day of his new term, President Trump signed a slew of executive orders ranging from immigration to climate change. There were roughly 200 of them, including 78 revoking Joe Biden's orders. Let's take a look at the top 5 executive orders signed by Donald Trump on day one in office. The first executive order was on a pardon on the January 6 Capitol Hill rioters. Through this order, Trump has issued a complete and unconditional pardon to around 1,500 individuals convicted or charged in connection with the 2021 Capitol Hill riots. These 1,500 individuals will now be released from federal custody. Through his second order, Donald Trump declared a national emergency on the U.S.-Mexico border. This comes as a part of Trump's wider and strict crackdown on illegal immigration. The U.S. troops will now take full operational control of southern border with Mexico. The order also paves the way for Trump administration to resume the construction of the border wall with Mexico. The third was an order that ends birthright citizenship in the U.S. Under this order, signed by Trump, children of undocumented immigrants born in the U.S. will no longer be eligible for U.S. citizenship. At the same time, children born to temporary U.S. residents on a student, work, or tourist visa won't be eligible for the U.S. citizenship either. Experts say that the executive order is unconstitutional and could be challenged in the U.S. Supreme Court. Now, the fourth is related to tariffs and the America First trade policy. This policy targets 2 of America's neighbors and among the top trade partners, Canada and Mexico. During the signing ceremony in the Oval Office, Trump said that his administration will impose 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada on the 1st of February. Experts say that this extraordinary change could shoot up prices for American consumers and inflict a wound on the economy.
We're thinking in terms of 25% on Mexico and Canada because they're allowing vast numbers of people. Canada's a very bad abuser also. Vast numbers of people to come in and fentanyl to come in.
Last year, the U.S. imported $475 billion worth of goods from Mexico and $418 billion worth of goods from Canada. This collectively accounted for 30% of the value of all of the goods the U.S. exported last year. The fifth order saw America's exit from the World Health Organization and the crucial Paris Climate Agreement. Trump had signed similar executive orders during his first term, but his successor, Joe Biden, had reversed these exits. Trump's signing of the order begins the process of the U.S. withdrawal from the global health body. The order stated the withdrawal was due to unfair payments the U.S. was making to the WHO. In 2023, the U.S. was the largest funder of the WHO and contributed nearly 1/5 of the agency's budget. Trump also ordered America's exit from the Paris Climate Agreement, stating that it does not reflect American economic and environmental values. The Paris Agreement is seen as the world's most important effort to tackle the rising global temperatures. Trump's first day in the White House has set the stage for what looks like an unpredictable presidential tenure. Experts say that his presidential actions, for better or worse, may transform America's place in the global order. After the presidential campaign filled with America First promises, on his day one, Trump refused to stay on course with global norms on immigration, climate change, and healthcare. With tensions in West Asia and the war in Ukraine, global leaders are also awaiting Trump's foreign policy outlook. The question remains, can the world catch up with the volatility of a Trump presidency?
From breaking news to the day's biggest controversies, shedding light on the world's top headlines. detailed analysis on the stories that matter the most to you. Catch it all on Spotlight at 6 p.m. India time and 12:30 GMT, only on Firstpost.